Hey y'all, hey, it is Miss Raqi chiming in on this beautiful Saturday morning. It's September, y'all. I got on my sweater and my house shoes. About to turn on my fireplace because it's a little nippy, but it's still Chicago and Indian summer coming, so I can't turn my air all the way off. I just turned it up so it won't kick in. Okay, anyway. So I said I wasn't going to be coming to y'all this weekend. I said I didn't know I probably wouldn't be able to. And I got my computer right here. I got to do a bunch of stuff. I got payroll to do. I got certifications to finish all of that. And I really didn't intend to do a video today. However, people be peopling. So one of the reasons that I have been stagnant in my journey and getting my story out, right? My healing journey. I'm the healing heart. One of the things that's kept me from talking about my truths is from that pick me type of thing. I didn't want to upset my abusers. And it's so many different layers to my story. My abuse and my frustrations and my heart being broken, which is why I'm healing. It didn't start as an adult. It's all my life. It's been things that have transpired and that have popped up in my world that I have to heal from. And like literally, I have a book that I've compiled and I'm scared to release it because I know a hit dog will holler. Okay, so one of the hit dogs hollered about one of my videos. And I'm so proud of myself, especially my last video was about boundaries, right? So that person reached out and it was a voice message that was sent to me. 13 seconds into it, the tone was, that's not welcome. Bye. I just ended and sent the message and let them know I didn't get past 13 seconds because I said what I said. And one of the hardest parts of healing and knowing that my journey ain't for me is that some of the people that are our abusers, and I'm sure somebody this gonna resonate with somebody. Sometimes our abusers are still in our world, whether it be somebody that's family and you will always be around them because of the bloodline connection. Or hell, some of us got kids back. Some of us still work with them. Some of them we still are obligated by biblical standards to honor them. Okay. We've been through stuff, but it's not always gonna be that I can't make nobody feel no type of way about themselves. Accountability is abrasive, right? Somebody told me, and they would tell me all the time, and it's funny because this is one of these people I got to heal from, but he was a very wise man. Might have been able to be so manipulative because he was so smart, right? But he would always say, truth ain't meant to make you feel good. So I've been sitting on my story, sitting on my ministry, because I told y'all, my life coach told me, you know you ain't going through this shit for you. And I have sat on my truth for so long trying to spare the feelings of the motherfuckers who broke me. Let me, eyeball to eyeball, as my homegirl Kara do. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about the truth. It ain't meant to be soothing for you. It ain't meant to make you feel better about yourself because you hurt me. And I hope the hit dogs holler on this one. You hurt me. So I get to tell the world not about what happened between me and you. I protect your name because I don't tell the truth. I tell me. I tell my journey. I do tell the truth, but I don't get into those nitty-gritty details of what people did to me, when they did it, how they did. I don't even do that. As long as I've been on this channel, my blog, and anything else I do, I've let people maintain anonymity, as well as I talk about me in the journey. Y'all saw the video where I mentioned selfish. That person was pissed. I ain't say who it was. I ain't say the context of it. I ain't say none of that, and that person was pissed. I don't care. Because this about me. Because somebody else going through this same type of shit with family members, and they need to hear how I got over it. The Bible says we overcome by the words of our testimony. It's in the Bible. I think it's in James 2. They say we go through this to help people. I know that I go through what I go through to be a witness till you can get through it. I've probably faced every one of life's hurdles and I'm here. I'm not depressed. I'm not numb to the world. My heart is still able to be opened. I still love. I still live out loud. I'm still evolving. I'm still changing. I'm still kicking down doors I shouldn't have been let in. I'm still making a name for myself. I'm still living a beautiful life for me and my babies. I'm still doing everything in spite of all the shit all of y'all put me through. And some of the shit I put me through, because I sat in some of it too. It ain't all on y'all. But the reality is, when you start telling your truth, this for somebody who gonna deal with these kind of people. Fuck them. Truth is. And it ain't meant to make you feel good. So I'm sitting here like, damn, I done sat on all of me. Worried about how y'all gonna feel. Found a way to relay my story without telling my business. And y'all still mad? So? One of the beauties, somebody in the wellness community posted earlier, how do you deal with the isolation part of rebirthing? You learn to enjoy your own fucking company. And the worst thing that happened for people who abuse me and still want access to me or expect access to me after abusing me or want me to keep my mouth shut about how they abuse me, the worst thing that could have happened is I learned how to deal with me. I learned how to enjoy my own company. I learned how to stand on my own feet. I learned how to figure shit out. Hey, a wise man once told me, go ahead, cry, get that shit out, and then wipe your face and figure out a plan. I'm here. I'm here. So I'm going to cry sometimes. It's some stuff I ain't got no choice but to just scream and cry and huff and puff. And then, all right, what's the plan? All right, we're done crying. What are we going to do? Because I done faced my child dying. I done faced my granny dying. I done faced my best friend dying. I done faced my cousin dying. People dead. So ain't no making that up. I done been homeless. I done lost my car. I done had no money. I've had thousands of dollars stolen from me. Survived. I've been divorced. I've been cheated on. Hell, I done had a nigga move his bitch in with me and him. I done been through a lot. I'm still standing. I still can open myself up to love. I still can be willing to, even if I don't have a person to love, I can still love on me and give myself the same experiences. I done been betrayed. I can still friend people. I can still trust. I done overcome everything and I still ain't hardened my heart. My heart is healing. It's present tense. So I really don't care no more. And I've kept so much. Y'all, I got a whole book that I've been scared to release because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. And I think sometimes abusers are so used to having people. There's always somebody, and I forget what I was watching, but it was probably a reel on Facebook. They was talking about how narcissists or abusers have certain people around them. There's one group of people that may not have ever been exposed to that side of them. But then there's also that side, that other group of people who always, they went through a lot and they did this and that's why we here. With all the hell that I've been through, I ain't never transferred it to nobody else just cause. Even when I'm frustrated or my feelings hurt and I see myself getting frustrated with my kids, I pull away. I won't hit my kids when I'm angry or hurt. I really don't like to hit them in general. But the only time I want to swing is when I'm already angry or already hurt. Now, I'm not transferring that to them. When I don't want to be bothered with nobody, I ain't mean to my kids. I still show up for them. I can be hurting, broken, and sad, crying. And I'm still going to sit and watch a movie because my little boy likes to watch The Avengers. I can be broken, but if my son needs to go somewhere, his friend's going, so I'll get you there. I'm going to show up. Always. Because that's who I am. And if I could face all the hell that I faced and still be a person who wants to do good, I don't give a fuck what other people been through. And that's their reason for showing up like assholes. That's their reason for being mean to everybody. That's their reason for wanting to snake people and hurt people on. I don't care what you've been through. There's no valid reason to hurt somebody else unless you in danger in that moment. But words, it ain't never no reason to hurt somebody just cause. It ain't never no reason to go behind somebody back. It ain't never no reason to be spiteful. It ain't never no reason to be like that. I don't care what you faced. I saw something the other day that said some people not jealous of the things you got. Some people jealous of the shit that you overcame and you still all right. I don't even care about those folk neither. Be jealous. I earned this moment. I fought tooth and nail. Y'all saw the video. 4 years ago, I was homeless. Well, by now I had a place. I was in Kentucky by September. But a little bit more than 4 years ago, I was homeless. Didn't have a car, didn't have a crib. I didn't have nothing. I moved from this state to another state. Everything I owned was able to fit in a Dodge Journey. I had one chair, one desk, one armoire, and me and my son's clothes. That's it. That's all I had to my name. And I got a whole fucking building and there's furniture on every floor. I did that by myself. So if I could wrap myself up from that, that was what was happening in physical. Where you think my heart was at that moment? My mama put me out with 3 kids, knowing I was staying in her basement because I ain't had nowhere to go. Yep, I'm out in people. I don't even care no more. And I still try to show up for that woman. My sister was a part of it. So what? I don't care how you feel. And I still try to do favors. I don't care no more. And if I'm the bad guy because I'm telling your truth, check yourself, nigga. If I'm the bad guy because you don't like how the truth look on you, then maybe you should move differently moving forward. But I'm more than comfortable without dealing with nobody. I'm more than comfortable to not hearing your voice ever again. Anybody who got a problem with me telling how I healed from the shit that I've been through, I am more than okay. Because if you got a problem with me telling my truth of how I healed, you got a problem with me healing and you want me to sit in the shit that let you. See, people don't lie or try to cross boundaries just because they want to cross boundaries. They lie and they do that because it don't fit what they need out of you. See, me being the healed version of me with boundaries and not taking people's shit, that don't allow people to misuse me. That don't allow people to create the narrative. You know, they say that the Gen Xer who tell the truth always looked at as a problem, the problem starter in the family. Cool. Let me be the problem starter. I don't care. I don't care. I've gotten to a point in my life where I don't care anymore. So keep your phone calls. Don't call me and check me about what I said and or I did, because I pay the cost to be the boss around here. And don't nan one of you motherfuckers help me do nothing. I get up. I take my kids to and from school solo. I feed them solo. I pay every bill solo. When they sick, I deal with it solo. When they well, I celebrate them solo. I buy clothes alone for me and my children. I pay my own car note. I drive back and forth. I put the gas in it myself. And the best part about my life is I've created a comfortable life that if all I did was went to work and came home, me and my kids would still be good and dope. If I want a theater experience, I got a projector. I can go sit outside. I got a fire pit. I got a barbecue grill. I can do all of it by myself. I can wash my ass and wash my own clothes at the crib. I got a bar right there with a hookah too. And I got some cigars if I want to. I got a fireplace in front of me. I got everything I need right here because God that good to me. God allowed me to create a space and an environment that if I don't fuck with now one of you fucking people ever again, I'm still good. And I don't care how y'all feel. Why y'all don't get it? Why? See, that's a part of my healing journey. Part of my healing journey is fuck you. It really is. I will not tiptoe around nothing and nobody to accommodate your emotions and or your feelings. I don't need you to pick me, bitch. I choose me. If I let go of the man that at one point I revered as the love of my life, I gave that bitch a 30-day notice. My husband of 10 years, when I didn't like the way I was handled, I gave that nigga divorce papers. Why don't y'all realize that I've gotten to the point where I ain't taking no more shit? I ain't taking no shit from a boss, from an employee, from a friend, from a foe, from a family member, from a lover. I ain't taking nobody's shit because I ain't got to. And I still ain't choosing to move through life bitter. I'm still not choosing to move through life being mean. My heart's still open. I'm still loving on people and sharing wisdom. I'm still willing to open myself up no matter what. Because fuck you. You are a flawed human being, not me. Because I've dealt with your flaws before, don't mean I'm going to deal with them any longer. I'm done with the bullshit. Because I don't care no more about how people feel. And please understand that it's a thin line between not caring how people feel and moving through life being a complete ass. I'm not that person. I'm not rubbing people the wrong way and calling it boundaries. I'm not doing that toxic healing shit. Nah, right is right and wrong is wrong. And just because you feel a way about my right, don't make it wrong. Everybody want to make it seem like their feelings or their emotions or them in that moment trumps everything else, and it don't. We all come short. We all still working on ourselves. We all got to get better. But we all don't got to tolerate you and your shit. If you got some shit that you know you got to work on, because normally that's the reason why people give you for having the shit that you put on other people, sit your ass in the house and deal with you. I used to go to damn near every event and end up leaving in tears. And I'm going to say it, family event, because people like to pick at me. I done had 2 family events where I checked the shit out of people and they the same picking at me that's been all my life said something. I got one cousin that's just a royal hater. I don't know what she mad at. I don't know if I did it. I don't know if she just hate me or she jealous. I don't fucking even know the fucking root of it, and I don't care. But every time she come for me, I'm checking that ass. And still be like, you want some more chicken? Afterward. Because I said what the fuck I said. I ain't got to be mean or bitter. But I ain't going to take your shit. I promise. With my husband, he ain't allowed to yell at me. If your tone off, you can't talk to me, text me only. Because I ain't taking your shit. I know both of them. Everybody been through some shit. Me too. I buried a child. Any one of y'all did that? So why is it that I still find it in me to be a fucking human being? My daddy was buried barely before I could fucking even know how to say daddy. And I've been living 38 years like that. I still ain't bitter. Like I said, I done been evicted a few times. I watched my kids be hooked up to machines for months. Bitter never showed up. I am not going to continue allowing people to be excused for having bad behavior and mistreating people and keep being in these dumbass black families who do that shit. Talking about still give him a hug. He your uncle. Now that ain't me. That ain't none of that happened to me. But y'all know, still give him a hug. He your uncle when everybody know he the fucking family fucking molester. We sick of it. Say it's my generation who doing the 80s baby stand up. We sick of it. We telling the truth. We walking in the light and we don't care. We ain't hiding it behind bullshit ass religion talking about forgiveness. Understand that forgiveness is me releasing you for your bullshit. It is not excusing you for your bullshit. Please understand, forgiveness does not excuse you. See, excusing you would be because you still want access. That ain't what forgiveness is. I can forgive you and forget the shit that you did and move my life just normal and still not allow your ass near me. Because the reality is, I live in acceptance. So I can forgive you and accept what you did from where you are. But where you are ain't good for me. So you can't come over here. You can't come on this side of me. Because you hurting me. So why would I continue to keep putting my hand on the stove if every time I touch it, I get burned? I'm at least put on the oven mitt if I gotta handle you. Boundaries. Y'all saw how I did that? You understand that some shit gonna be hot regardless. And some hot shit you gotta handle regardless. Using that oven mitt protects you. So what that you bothered by me having to protect myself from you? So what that you bothered that part of my journey is about you? Be reflective. My moments, my videos is about me and somebody else who may be going through the shit that I'm going through, who may need to hear my story and how I made it over, and maybe they can take a cue from it. So what that it hurts somebody's feelings when you're an abusive individual, when you misuse and mistreat people? So what that you get bothered? So what? You should be bothered. Use these moments to self-reflect if you are the abusive person. I know I'm the abuser for somebody. I'm the person that hurt somebody's feelings. I broke somebody. It's somebody I did something to, because ain't none of us like completely your hands just clean. Ain't none of us there. None of us. Ain't none of us never did nothing to nobody. You know, people, I knew something happened to me. I ain't never did nothing to nobody. You did something to somebody. Whether you know it or not, you done did something to somebody. It's a person who was going to park in that parking spot. They was doing a U-turn, but you ain't see them doing a U-turn, and you parked in it first. They mad as hell at you. We done all did something whether we know it or not. None of us are spotless. But that also means that we all owe ourselves reflection. We all owe ourselves a fine-tooth comb through our life. And when you have offended somebody and you know it was you owe it to them to go to them. And I know my bro ain't gonna have no problem with me calling it out because our mess was public. Me and my good sis, Kadeem, we went through it, baby. We went back and forth on social media. We was gang banging. We was gonna fight when we met up, I promise. And after a while, when I started dealing with me and realized why I was triggered and why I reacted that way, and when I really started working on me, I reached out to him and apologized. I've offended you. And I said some shit that was off the wall, true or not. I said some shit that was mean, disrespectful. I was going for blood. And I apologized to him. And he knew I meant it because I ain't had no I ain't apologized because I still wanted access to him. I ain't apologized because I wanted him to be my friend again. That's my little brother. I ain't apologized to him because I like kicking it with him. And, you know, I like to dip off in love. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do that. You know why I apologized? Because I reflected and I realized I was wrong and I owed him that. I grew up and I matured. And I realized that my actions in that moment were not okay. He didn't ask for an apology. I gave it to him freely. My girl Charity, I love her. And when I apologized, I didn't know if we would be able to regain a friendship. But I know I did wrong by her. So I apologized. See, that's what growth looked like. And anybody who may be the person who's on the other side of who I gotta forgive, because they offended me, if you watch my videos and the only thing you think is, why the fuck would you say something about how I offended you? I need you to do this one thing called reflect and release it, because you get trapped in that too. It was beautiful to go to them and apologize. Even if they didn't accept my apology, I released myself. My heart felt lighter. I felt more free because I released these people. And I asked them to forgive me. I could have been greeted with a bitch, fuck you. You crossed me and there ain't nothing else to say. And I would have took that and said, that's valid. I just wanted you to know that I know I did you wrong, so I am sorry. I apologize, and I will never do that to you again. See, when you got a problem with being called out for your bullshit, that's because you're going to do it again. But I don't want to live like that. I don't want to hurt people. And when I hurt people not knowing, we pray, forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Forgive us for, we say forgive us for the sins that we may have committed knowingly and unknowingly. There's sometimes when we do stuff to people and we don't even recognize it. Some stuff we could be doing with the most pure intentions and it still rubs somebody the wrong way. That don't mean that we are not obligated to making it better. Can somebody please give me a napkin or something?
I got you, Mama.
That don't mean that we don't owe them that. Y'all, I'm over here snotting. Human moment. Excuse me. But just because but I realized I didn't want to be the kind of person people got to heal from. So I made sure I made it my business to reach out to the people that I know I did wrong to. You used to could tell me I did. No, I didn't, because if you wouldn't have, I wouldn't have. I was that person for a long time. They say a hit dog or holler. That's probably going to be the title of this video, a hit dog or holler. But yo, instead of taking offense to somebody telling the truth that you may be a villain in, examine yourself, realize that you was the villain, and correct yourself. Because we all fall short. We all make mistakes. We all do wrong to people. I done broke somebody's heart the way somebody done broke my heart. I done been a bad friend the way somebody been a bad friend. I done been a bad sister the way somebody been a bad sister. I been a bad mama the way somebody been a bad mama. I done been a bad cousin the way somebody been a bad cousin. I done been a bad co-worker the way somebody been a bad co-worker. I been a bad partner the way somebody been a bad partner. I been a bad spouse the way somebody been a bad spouse. I ain't perfect, and I'm okay with that. And if somebody tell me I hurt them, I'm willing to hear them. That's what we need to do. Versus defending yourself when somebody say they hurt you, that you hurt them, hear them. Examine yourself. There may be a very, very, very good lesson you can learn that'll make you and them better in the long run. But if you take those situations, the only thing that you can always do is defend yourself and point the finger and they the bad guy, not you the bad guy. Why the fuck would she say that? Da, da, da. If that's where you are, that means you are comfortable with being the bad guy. And you forever be that. I'm spiritually evolving and I'm living freely, loving freely. See, that evolution that I'm on don't allow me to sit in mess. That evolution that I'm working on, I'm every round goes higher and higher. Since I laid my burdens down, I'm not carrying this shit with me. That's why my life is good. That's why I have peace. That's why I keep seeing miracles daily. And the miracle ain't doing nothing but define what life told you you can have. That's why I see them so often. That's why I'm good. That's why I'm at peace. Because I'm okay with looking at me. Call me out. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm okay with that. I love my friend Paulette because listen, this is why you got to have a good Aquarius in your life all the time because they have no problem with calling shit out, right? But my friend will tell me in a minute, no, you wrong. I love that for her. Call me out. You know how many times, hell, she probably kept my marriage going for the last 6 years of it. Because she would be like, no, friend, you owe him an apology. No, friend, he right. He did need that from you. No, friend, your hands ain't scot-free. Yeah, he did this, but this is how we got there. Right? And please understand, he wasn't perfect by a long shot. She was aware of that as well. But you know what she taught me? Control the controllables. If you can't control other people, you can't control you. So, as I continue, this is a long video, child. I'm going to watch this back and be like, oh my God, okay. But, y'all, I watch my videos back and they teach me just as much as I'm trying to teach y'all, okay? But, like I said, I don't script them. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I just be like, okay, Spirit said talk, so I'm talking. But right now in my life, I realize that I have allowed too much and I ain't taking no more. I'm okay with my boundaries because I'm okay with my own company. My Auntie V, I love you, TT. She say to me all the time, if you don't enjoy your own company, who in the hell else will? So I'm in a position that's why people like me at stuff. That's why people invite me at places because I enjoy my own company so much I make the whole room lit. And it's a picture of me at New Year's one year and I'm by myself getting it in. She don't bring a day to a party because she the life of it. And at that point, I had a man. And what's funny is we was both at the same type of events. I knew where he was at. He knew what. No, he was at church. It was New Year's Eve. But I didn't even tell him where I was going. I don't think I invited him because I wanted to go by myself. My person right now, I invite somebody when I want to. But I low-key like that he busy on the weekends because I ain't got to invite him if I don't want nobody there with me. I don't like going places where I got to entertain the person I came with. I don't. They be like, that sounds crazy, right? Unless, like, for real, if I go to a concert with you, I only want to go because I know this your artist just like it's mine. If I'm going to jazzing at the shed, I want to know that you love the animals and the jazz just like me to say go. If I go to the museum, I want to know that you've been taking notes and studying this too. If we go see a movie, I want to know you've been waiting on the release of it too. I don't want to drag nobody nowhere because I enjoy my own company and I be damned you drag me with yours. I'm there. I've been working on me. And I hope that we all working on ourselves. I hope that we all trying to get better and be better. Because what's the point in living this life if you don't change? What's the point if you not progressively doing better? What's the point? My granny used to say, if you don't learn something that day, you might as well die. We don't want to learn about us. No matter what happens, everything I got can be gone tomorrow. I still got to be stuck with this girl right here. This woman, she don't go nowhere. Long as I got my right mind, it's going to be on me. Why not get better? Why not be reflective? Why not realize that sometimes you are the villain? And sometimes it's okay to be the villain. Hell, sometimes you just the villain because you speaking truth. Now, I can be reflective. I know when I speak my truth, sometimes I get to hollering and shit like I did in the beginning of this video. And I even understand, I watch my youngest child. I even understand that sometimes yelling and being loud is because you always felt unheard. Like, I'm that reflective about me. I'm healing. Present tense. I'm digging up stuff. I'm working on my belief system. I ain't even been able to read as much as I want to, but I started my 21-day consciousness cleanse because it is stuff that's embedded in us that make us this way. It's dug up. So the detox is for my body, but the consciousness cleanse is for my mind. And again, I went through this course. I went through this book before, but that don't mean that I got everything I needed from it, because it's still some lessons I got to learn. It's still some ways I need to change. It's still some better I got to get. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with taking these baby steps toward better, because where I stand today is not cool. Where I am today is not cool. I ain't done. I'm feeling good right here, but I know every round goes higher and higher. Friends don't treat me like they used to. I live so free. I'm talking about literally migraine headaches were a part of my life on a regular basis at one point. But when I started not carrying all of this anger and resentment and frustration and started forgiving people and asking for forgiveness when I have altered someone, I started living better. I'm not going to change that. I keep telling the truth. I'm going to keep living in truth. And again, truth ain't meant to make you feel good. And accountability is abrasive. It's just what it is. So, y'all continue to grow up. Continue to get better. Continue to mature. Forgive and understand forgiveness don't mean that I'm going to allow you to hurt me again. Remember, I can touch the cast iron skillet with my bare hand and burn myself, and I can keep doing it and keep burning myself. Or I can create a boundary and put on a glove and touch it and protect myself if I got to touch it anyway. Y'all get it? I hope y'all got it. Again, it is Miss Raqi, signing off, telling my motherfucking truth, spiritually evolving and loving freely. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy your Saturday. And if you're in Chicago, I got on my fuzzy house shoes. I hope you do too. Bye, y'all.